What $1,000 a month invested from age 25 versus 35 versus 45 actually becomes? The numbers are brutal. 3 people, same $1,000 a month, same index fund, same market, same 7% average annual return. 3 completely different retirement outcomes because of one variable and one variable only: when they started. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what each year of delay costs you in real dollars, and the number is going to be specific enough that you will remember it the next time you think about putting this off. My name is Nick. Let's run the math. Let's start with the 25-year-old. Sarah is 25. She starts investing $1,000 a month into a simple index fund the month after she watches this video. She does not pick stocks. She does not time the market. She sets up an automatic transfer and leaves it alone for 40 years until she turns 65. By age 35, she has contributed $120,000 of her own money. Her portfolio is worth approximately $173,000. The compounding has started, but it doesn't feel like much yet. She's doing the right thing, but the numbers aren't dramatic. By age 45, she has contributed $240,000 of her own money. Her portfolio is worth approximately $621,000. Now it's starting to feel real. The portfolio is growing faster than she's contributing. By age 55, she has contributed $360,000 of her own money. Her portfolio is worth approximately $1,548,000. The compounding is doing most of the work now. Every year, the portfolio generates more than $100,000 in growth on its own. By age 65, she has contributed $480,000 of her own money over 40 years. Her portfolio is worth approximately $2,626,000. $2.6 million. From $1,000 a month, 40 years, 7%. That is Sarah's number. Now let's meet Michael. Michael is 35. He also has $1,000 a month. He has been meaning to start investing for a decade. Life got in the way. Student loans, rent increases, a wedding, a car. He is starting now. Same $1,000 a month, same fund, same market. He has 30 years instead of 40. By age 65, Michael has contributed $360,000 of his own money. His portfolio is worth approximately $1,227,000. $1.2 million. Still a life-changing number. Still more than most Americans ever accumulate. But compared to Sarah? Sarah put in $480,000 and ended up with $2,626,000. Michael put in $360,000 and ended up with $1,227,000. Sarah contributed $120,000 more than Michael did. Sarah ended up with $1,399,000 more than Michael did. She invested $120,000 more. She ended up with $1.4 million more. The extra $1.28 million in the gap between them was not bought with contributions. It was bought with 10 years of time. That is what 10 years costs. Not $120,000. Now let's meet James. James is 45. He has been putting this off for 20 years. He has reasons, good ones, the same ones most people have. He is starting today. Same $1,000 a month, same fund, same market. He has 20 years instead of 40. By age 65, James has contributed $240,000 of his own money. His portfolio is worth approximately $521,000. $500,000. Real money. Meaningful money. But let's put all three side by side. Sarah started at 25, contributed $480,000, ended up with $2,626,000. Michael started at 35, contributed $360,000, ended up with $1,227,000. James started at 45, contributed $240,000, ended up with $521,000. Here is the part that should stop you cold. James contributed exactly half of what Sarah contributed. James ended up with exactly 1/5 of what Sarah ended up with. He put in half the money, he got back 1/5 of the result. The other 4/5 wasn't lost to bad decisions or bad investment. It was lost to 20 years of waiting. Now I want to show you something that most people find genuinely surprising when they see it for the first time. Look at the total contributions alongside the total portfolio value for each person. Sarah contributed $480,000. Her portfolio grew by an additional $2,146,000 beyond her contributions. Her contributions are 18% of her final portfolio. The compounding generated the other 82%. Michael contributed $360,000. His portfolio grew by an additional $867,000 beyond his contributions. His contributions are 29% of his final portfolio. James contributed $240,000. His portfolio grew by an additional $281,000 beyond his contributions. His contributions are 46% of his final portfolio. What this means is that the later you start, the more of the heavy lifting you have to do yourself, because the compounding has less time to take over. James worked for his money. The earlier you start, the more you outsource the work to compounding, and the less you have to contribute yourself. So what does Michael do? And what does James do? Because this is not a video designed to make two of the three characters feel bad and walk away. For Michael at 35, the gap is large, but not unclosable. The most powerful thing Michael can do is increase his monthly contribution. If Michael invests $1,500 a month instead of $1,000, his portfolio at 65 reaches approximately $1,840,000, closing a significant portion of the gap with Sarah. If he can get to $2,000 a month, he reaches approximately $2,454,000, nearly matching Sarah at $1,000 a month. You can partially replace time with contribution size, but you cannot fully replace it. The math rewards both. It rewards starting more. For James of 45, the honest answer is that $1,000 a month for 20 years will not produce the retirement most financial planners recommend. But $521,000 is the floor, not the ceiling. If James increases to $2,000 a month, his portfolio reaches approximately $1,043,000. If he can get to $3,000 a month, he reaches approximately $1,565,000. Real retirement security from 20 years of focused effort. And here is something the late starters often forget. James at 45 is almost certainly earning more than he was at 25 or 35. The years he didn't invest were also his lower income years. His current income and the income ahead of him may allow contribution levels that the younger version of himself could not have managed. The contribution floor is lower at 25, but the contribution ceiling is higher at 45. Use the ceiling. The last thing I want to leave you with is the one number that ties all of this together. Not the final portfolio values, though those matter. Every single year of delay costs the average investor approximately $55,000 to $60,000 in final portfolio value at retirement, assuming $1,000 a month at 7% over a 40-year window. Not 10 years of delay, not a decade of procrastination. 1 year. 1 year of waiting costs approximately $55,000 to $60,000 in the final number. The month you start is worth more than almost any other financial decision you will make between now and retirement. Not the fund you pick, not the return you chase, not the strategy you optimize. The month you start. Sarah's $2,626,000 is not the result of superior intelligence or superior discipline or superior income. It is the result of 40 months being 480 months. It is the result of compounding, having 40 years to do what compounding does, which is make the later years almost incomprehensibly more productive than the early years. The best time to start was at 25. The second best time is the paycheck after this video ends. Go set up the automatic transfer. The math is waiting. I will see you in the next one.